To the representative of the Russian Federation. You have the floor.
Madam President, we thank the Special Representative of the Secretary-General, James Swan, the Special Representative of the African Union and AMISOM, Francisco Madeira, and the representative of the European Union, Rita Laranjinha, for their informative briefings. We welcome the participation in today's meeting of the Minister for Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Mr. Mohamed Abdirazak. We've closely read the latest Secretary-General's report. The Russian Federation supports the efforts of the federal government of Somalia to resolve the political crisis in the country and to continue dialogue with the federal states to move to holding elections at national level soon. In recent months, Mogadishu has carried out significant work to agree the ways of implementing the electoral model that was approved on the 17th of September last year. We welcome the rapprochement between the federal authorities and the regions achieved at the beginning of this month during a meeting in Dosamareb, and also thanks to the work of the technical committee. We note the constant readiness of dialogue demonstrated in Mogadishu. There is a need to further develop this process at the negotiating table. We should bear in mind that ultimata, a lack of a constructive approach, or internecine conflict could strengthen those forces working against unity within the country. The use of violence is unacceptable. We condemn the recent flare of conflict in Mogadishu on the 19th of February. We encourage all parties in the Somali political process to refrain from any unilateral measures and to put the interests of the country and its population above party interests. All political forces within the country should come together and demonstrate the necessary will to maintain peace and stability in Somalia. We think that any international assistance for the electoral process should unswervingly comply with the sovereignty, territorial integrity, and political independence of Somalia, and not meddle in the domestic affairs of the country. Mr. Swan, we hope that you will continue your role as honest broker in the process. Against the background of the political crisis, we've seen an increase in terrorist activity from Al-Shabaab, the terrorist group. It's aiming to consolidate its position while the authorities' attention is diverted by preparations for the elections. We call on Somalia and peacekeepers not to reduce their efforts in their fight against extremists. Madam President, as previously, we believe that the African peacekeeping missions remain a key instrument in guaranteeing security in the country. We welcome the federal government's results as achieved recently in the process of transfer of responsibility for security from AMISOM. We look forward to the necessary decisions also being taken by the African Union. At the end of this month, we expect to see the AMISOM mandate rolled over, and we think that then it's important to take into account Mogadishu's position and also the work of regional players directly involved in maintaining peace and security in the country. On the whole, we are convinced that any decision on African peacekeepers should be taken considering the interests of Mogadishu and also the progress towards the Somali National Army and also the building of a unified national security architecture. Any attempts to speed up the drawdown of AMISOM we think are unacceptable. In conclusion, Madam President, we wish to underscore Russia's firm commitment to effective work within the UN Security Council to resolve the current political crisis in Somalia. I thank you.
I thank the representative of the Russian Federation for her statement.